Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing not a deep dive, but a focus video, you could say. We're focusing on Genabackis, the Malazan, one of the many Malazan continents, and the continents in the Malazan Book of the Fallen are huge. And this is the first continent that you encounter in Gardens of the Moon, the first book. Gardens of the Moon can look in many different ways. This is the broken binding edition, and here I have the subterranean edition. It looks like this. And as you can see, besides me, there, I think, we have the map of Genabackis. And I will do a few videos on the continents. This is the first one. And I will go through background, a little bit about places of importance, but maybe I would say importance for me. For you, it might be something else, because the continents are huge and we are like tourists in the Malazan world. And there are so many things to read about in the book. So maybe you have spotted other places and locations and other things on Genabackis. Please comment here on the community page or on the videos in the videos comment field. But let's get started. And Genabackis, first of all, is surrounded by sea. And you see here that we have Meningel Ocean to the my left, and we have Hud Sea to the north, and we have Rust Ocean. So actually this looks a little bit like Denmark. We only see the north part here of the Genabackis. There is a south part. I will cover that later. And the Genabackis is covered in many of the Malazan books. I will end with that, show you which books. Without spoiling things, of course. Actually, I'm reading, as you know, Orb Scepter Throne at the moment, which is taking part in plays out in the south of Genabackis. So we have Memories of Ice, we have Toll the Hound, we have Gardens of the Moon, of course. So Erikson, he goes, and Ian C Esslemonts, they goes for back and forth between these continents, and as the plot line develops. And actually, we really don't know. There is no real world map. There are a lot of, wiki world maps here, but basically you can figure out maybe how the continents are situated in relation to each other, but still that's only a theory. I know that Erikson has said on one occasion that I think one of the maps have come very close to how it really looks like, but we're not sure. And maybe some of all these things, all these continents or parts of continents might be warrens. Who knows? So sea surrounds this continent with its Denmark-shaped form, and very central to Gardens of the Moon is the free cities of Genabackis. If you haven't come that far into Gardens of the Moon, I will not develop this so much, but basically it's an alliance of cities, free cities, and in the Gardens of the Moon and on this map, as you see, which is from the books, of course, yeah, the free cities are marked, so you can see previous free cities are like in this case Darujistan is a focus for Gardens of the Moon. It was an alliance to overthrow the Malazan empire. I can't say so much more about that, because the more you say, the more you spoil. Basically, you say this is civil war. So Genabackis, 1160, burn sleep, civil war, war torn, a lot of tragic history, a lot of violence, war atrocities, a lot of confusion. So we have these Malazan Empire here. We have the free cities. We have also tribal people here, which is very, very common in the Malazan books. The tribal perspective, the civilization versus uncivilized or tribes, depending on how you view that and what you call that. There is this tension always. I also would like to add that for me personally, Genabackis is, on a very general level, it's about war. It's about many tragic life destinies, you could say. Tombs, I think, is central. I won't say anymore, but tombs. And a lot of mystery here, a lot of things we don't know when we start a book. And you see, if you have the map for yourself, or if you can see on my picture here to the right, you see some war. It's like battles, it says, right? So it looks like this, the symbol. Many battles has been fought here and are being fought here as well. I will show you another picture too, which I think captures this war feeling, and that's the one. That's from Subterranean Press Edition. War. I won't spoil the picture for you, but if you have, I haven't been that, of course, and neither have you, I hope. The experience of war can, from the outside, feel exotic and exciting. But if you have been in a war, from those who retell everything about that, it's just tragedy. So I think this picture symbolizes, the young boy dreaming of becoming a hero, and the older one reflecting on how it really is in the middle of war in Darujistan, as I interpret this. And you have the fires behind. War is not fun. I have no intention to say something else. Go back to the map. We see a lot of places on the map. So just bring my own map here so you can see properly. And there are a few places that I wanted to highlight here, and that is the Rivi Plain, large plain in the center of the North Genabackis. So I can't point, so you can't see. If you look closely, you can see the river plains. The river plains is grass. It's a field of grass, and it's yellow grass. And it's also the center, or has been the center, of a culture, a tribe here called the Rivi culture. And there is also a river trail here that goes from the river plains to Pale, yeah, from the river plains to Pale. So this is a place that made me, feel very immersed. These river plains and also the river tribes, of course. So that's one place. Another place that I think is important is the Black Dog Forest. It's above the Reach. So the Black Dog Forest is a boreal forest, big boreal forest surrounded by swamps. And in this area, there is, as you can see on the map, maybe it's war-torn. So it's swamps. You have plains in the river, and then you have swamps here. You know, if you really think about it, war in the swamps, it sounds gritty. I think it is. And this military perspective, military fantasy that is in the Malazan Book of the Fallen is, you know, very highlighted here. So that's a place that, you know, caught my attention. And another place, and I'm speaking just about, you know, the nature here, as you hear, is the Lake Azur. And that is the lake that, and it's in the center of the map. And that is the lake which you can see from Darujistan. Darujistan is the city in Gardens of the Moon, I would say. And here you have the map of Darujistan, and you have Lake Azur there. You have the Daru Bay, you see. And here you also have a picture, because Darujistan has a blue light, a shimmerous blue light. I talked last video about video adaptations or movie adaptations, etc., of books, good or bad. Here we have artwork from the Broken Binding edition. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. It depends on how you are as a reader. The blue light is nice to see, I think, on a picture like this. But back to the lake, and the Lake Azur is, you know, very atmospheric. I think all these river plains, Black Dog Forest, very atmospheric environments for us to enjoy as readers. And I can't say so much about the Lake Azur, but I think it's seems to be beautiful. I would like to go to Darujistan. It seems like a very, very beautiful place. The map itself of Darujistan reminds me of a Swedish medieval city called Visby. There are many medieval cities all around the world, especially in Europe. So just imagine Croatia or Italy or anything like that. And maybe you have your Darujistan. I'm not sure how you interpret Darujistan. There are smaller cities surrounding Lake Azur. It's Gredfallen and Davran, and so it's not only Darujistan. There are small settlements around it, and you also have mountains to the south. So it's a God's Walk Mountains. Sounds great to me. And also to the south in Genabackis, even further south. I'm not going into the real south here, plain of Lamatat. So that is some things I really appreciated, and that caught my attention when I read the first time about Genabackis. With Genabackis, we also have a lot of races, and that will be a separate video on races, but I just want to mention a few here. We have the Bhargast, tribal people. It's difficult with Malazan Book of the Fallen, you know, to spoil things. I don't want to do that. I want you to make, you know, to get interested to read the books. So if you want more spoilerish material, I mean, I'm very shy now, so please tell me. Then we have the Daru, of course. I mean, Darujistan. If you really think about it, if you look at the map of Darujistan, you see the names. We have Gadrobi district. It's difficult with pronunciation. Assuming it's English pronunciation, since Erikson is English speaking and Esslemonts, but I might be wrong. It can be French. It can be languages, inspiration from other parts of the world as well. We have Segule on the warrior tribe in Genabackis, and yeah, with the map, yeah, in Darujistan. Some districts have references to either races or other historical events. Some things you don't know when you start to read Gardens of the Moon, and I will give you the opportunity and enjoyment to explore that for yourself. We also have Tabler on Genabackis. We have Jack, for example, Jack Diver. That sounds very French to me, by the way. Kind of shape-shifting race, you could say it is. Just a few examples of races that caught my attention. Basically, I mean, in Gardens of the Moon, the focus is a lot on humans, and maybe not that fantasy-esque in the first book. And I mean, Tila Nimas is mentioned here and there, of course, and and Thais the Andy. I mean, you will encounter Anumand Rake in Gardens of the Moon quite a lot. Here you have him. And so there are a lot of things mentioned in Gardens of the Moon in the first book that maybe you don't realize on your first read through. So that was my take on Genabackis. Just will go through my notes to see if I missed something. I hope you found this video interesting, kind of my experience on Genabackis, being a tourist in the Malazan world. What did I see? What do you see? What do you see in Genabackis? Please tell me. What has caught your attention in Genabackis? I think the overall structure of Genabackis, we have the lakes, we have the forest, we have the swamp, we have the plains, we have the coast. All these things, of course, contribute to a very good setting to tell a great fantasy story, which this is. So that was my take on this. I'm happy to hear what you think about Genabackis. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Next continent will be the 7 cities. So check it out when it comes, and have a nice day. It's morning here in Sweden. I'm going to the National Museum today to look at paintings, and also to get hold of paintings, fantasy motifs from the Swedish forest. So I would be happy maybe to show them to you if that sounds interesting for you, of course. And if you're still here, thank you all for voting on the community page. I will really listen to what you think. This is a YouTube, so this is supposed to be for you. So until next time, have a great day and take care. Bye.